I realized my mic is muted. I'm staring at my freaking screen. Did notice. Is it me, Jesus? I can't hear you. Nope, it was me. I am the problem. Yeah, no, my mic is muted because yeah, apparently that's just what we do here. Um, yeah. Hi. So it was not me, Jesus. No, it was not. We're here. We're awake. Maybe, possibly. I may or may not make a second cup of coffee because the struggle bus is real. Um, I wasn't. I would love to say I was feeling relatively all right, and I wasn't. But I've been like chronically like I've just been tired as fuck for the last few days. Um, yeah. Then I had like some shit to deal with this morning, which was really funny, but also made me sleepy. Um, this was a jump scare though. Sorry. I raised my volume to 100%. I'm sorry. Also, hello. Welcome, stuff and things. I think there might be a latte in my future. Honestly, I made one this morning. And then I drank it, and now I'm like, I feel like I need another one. It's fine. Because I just don't feel like going upstairs and like brewing actual coffee. As much as, you know, maybe an actual coffee with espresso could be just the thing I needed. Don't know. But yeah. What's the vibe? What are we doing today? What are we working on? I've been working on book 3. No, it's not book 3. It's prequel. I don't know why I keep calling it book 3. Because it's prequel. I don't remember where I left off, which is sad. I've been very busy the last couple of days, so I haven't really been writing as much as I want. So, yeah, we'll do the do. You can tell how much I'm struggle busing right now. Point of order, really fast. What's this week? This week is the 14th. So I will be streaming on the 16th and the 21st. So I'll be streaming next week. But I will not be streaming the 22nd or sorry, the 23rd or the 28th. 23rd I've got some doctor appointmenting stuff to do, and the 28th is the Storyteller's Hearth Readathon thing. I will be streaming then in the morning, 8 a.m. and I'll be hosting it. So you'll see the notifications will notificate, but that's gonna happen. So just figured I would mention that while I had the thought. Dio says I am going to finish my spinning in this bifiber blend. Love it. I cannot wait to see pictures because I just have to grab a timer. So hold that thought. The I go to the one I like using. No. Do. Okay. 45 minutes. This is what we like. We like doing the 45 minutes. Yes. We're just going to jump in to it. And we'll be back. We do the thing. It's only going to be spread number 1. Ooh, I will write. and make a mood board. Hell yeah. Love it. Share screen. Nope, not that one. This one. Okay. Okie dokie. So we'll be really actually. I used to like that, and now I don't. No, which is the one? It just was. No, this is one. Okay, so we'll be back after 45 minutes. Hopefully, I will caffeinate and function. I'm gonna turn on my music, stuff like that. So we're just gonna jump right into it. Happy productivity, happy spinning, happy writing, happy vibing, happy all the things. Yes. Ugh. That was the end of that sprint. How did everybody do? As you can see, where I have spent most of my, well, not most, actually, I did spend most of it writing. Now she's like, Mama, don't drop me. Wow, I did get some words. I'm gonna open my laptop back up because it went to sleep. We had Marta join us. Hello. Did you start an hour early today because of the time change? I goddamn wish I noticed an hour ago. I mean, fair. Yeah, I realized the time change isn't happening till Europe until around the Write-a-thon, right? Which makes things very weird. Hold on. I am stuck. Ugh. There we go. That's better. Also, hi. Some highs from Marta. I said, like, technically I started on time. I mean, it was an hour earlier for the folks in the not here, but yeah, yeah, because the clocks changed. No, wait, they changed in Canada. Wait a second. Clock changed here in Europe. Yeah, ours happened on last Sunday. Yeah, ours changed on Sunday. We were very confused for a second. Thanks for Dio. Nina made 2 mood boards. One from a Dark Academia and another for the Brain Rot Stardew fanfic. Another idea? That's exciting. I had a thought. I was going to say the thought. Oh, yeah, what I did. I got 700. No. There is no 7 in this word count. I don't know where the 7 came from. I got 568 68 words, and Alexandra is taking notice of the first mate that she met in the previous chapter, but it's through Charles's perspective. So, but he is in Alex's, like, he can read Alex's mind, so he is noting her being attracted to the first mate, and it's fun. It's a cute little ridiculous scene. Does that mean I will be an hour early again for Europe next week? Yeah. I suppose. That's weird, though, because that it hasn't changed. The clocks haven't changed in the States, but they've changed in Canada and Europe. I'm so confused. Time change is weird. Nia says, yeah, it'll be in Edinburgh during the time change. So I will have double time change. 1 hour. 1 hour when I go from here to Scotland, and then an hour that night. That's confused. Time change is weird, man. I'm just gonna keep saying it. Dio got most of her spinning done and is still waiting for the broom to spawn, which is the little pet in World of Warcraft that she's trying to get. Okay, so because Canada and the US spring at the same time. Yeah, that's what I thought. Thanks, Dio. So things will be weird because I go back an hour and then an hour forward, and it's like nothing happened to me. Owie. Time is weird. Time is weird. Make it stop. Time is weird. Make it stop. Yeah. Let's get share. That makes much more sense. I thought it was an actual broom. I was so confused. Yeah, no, it's this little I think your brain is broken too, my dear. Like, because I went live at noon my time. I know we sprung forward last week too. Why are you streaming at the wrong time for me then? I don't know. because like, I'm like, wait, did I go live early? No, I was talking to Dio before I went live. Honestly, I didn't notice because all the digital stuff automatically just adjusts the time. The only reason I noticed is because I was making breakfast Sunday morning, and I looked at the microwave clock, and saw that it was different from my phone. Because yeah, and I like all my phone, my computer, my iPad, all do it automatically. Okay, no, Marta, the time change shouldn't be until the 29th. Marta says, okay, double checked my calendar. Time has not, in fact, sprung forwards. I was looking at the US calendar. Oh, but I had a deadline last week and a super sleep deprived. So didn't even question it. I was tired enough for it to make sense. Oh, sweetie. Big hugs. So does this mean I have to go through the time change a second time now? I guess so. I'm sorry. Oh, time is a weird soup, man. Because I remembered a conversation with Sarah. It was Sarah Cahill, I think. During the Storyteller's Hearth Write-a-thon announcement video. They were talking about when the time changed, and she was like, "Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm in the clear for the time change. It's not going to happen during the write-a-thon like it usually happens in other write-a-thons." And then they looked at the calendar and they're like, "Oh no, it's actually on the 29th." Shit, which is not this Sunday, but the Sunday after. So yeah, wee. Time's weird soup, man. But that's okay because we can still we're still here for the vibe. Pardon and the thing. Time change during the write-a-thon is evil. There were a couple times during my stays up way too late era where I stayed up during the time change and watched it be 1 o'clock twice. That's not fun. Yeah, I was gonna like, it's funny because like Stieg and was it Stieg's stream, and there was somebody else's stream. They've been doing like reading lines during stuff, and all of these lines are subject to change, and it's probably rough and stuff, but I just think it's really cute. She looked more put together than their first meeting. Linen shirt tucked into dark deep breeches, a deep blue shirt, deep blue coat embroidered with gold clung to her form, and a large hat set proudly on top of her braided hair. Charles couldn't take his eyes off her. His thoughts drifting. Oh my. Damn it. No, these weren't his thoughts. These were Alex's. Are you attracted to her, my lady? Charles asked through their shared connection. Alex's steps halted, and she turned to focus on Charles. Maybe a little, she shrugged. She's attractive, and that's not a crime. Oh, and stop calling me that. No, you're right, and forgive me. I'm having too much fun writing these two. They make me happy. Chaos of planning a write-a-thon in different time zones while the time changes, not everywhere, is probably not fun. No, I feel like I am glad that I have no control of any thon like event that falls in around. I mean, I don't control anything. I can barely control my own bullshit. I feel for them, and hope things go smoothly for Sarah and Sam. Oh my god! Wait, Crystal, did you color your hair again? It's so vibrant. I did. I did this yesterday. It's called Passionberry, apparently, at the place I usually go to. And then I got both, oh my god, camera. Both sides shaved down. So it's just this bit that is colored. And thank you. It's a little bit pinker than I usually go, I think. But my hairstylist was just like, they brought a new color in and I really want to try it and I think it would look really good on you. And I'm just like, let's do it. She wants to try another one next time I decide to get a full recolor. It's called like gray onyx or obsidian onyx or something like that. And I Googled it. And it's like this like silvery, like black, like really dark gray. And I'm just like, I think we'd only do that if we put in some like colored streaks. But I'm not saying no because I think that would also be really cool. Or this is what I meant to do this for. Ridiculous. Not gonna lie, Passionberry is the perfect name for this color. I think so. Depending on the lighting, it like looks darker. Like if I go upstairs, the bathroom lighting is a little darker and more yellow, so it looks more red. But in the salon where the lighting is much more natural, it was like pink with like darker pink shades, and I'm just kind of like, this doesn't suck. I like it. So, yeah. This is not helping my urge to color my hair. I am not going to apologize. I love coloring my hair. And now that I found a place that is not expensive to do, because I was originally paying anywhere from $250 to $350 for the dye job, depending on what we did. Like for cut and color. Nah, I walked out yesterday. I spent $138. So I am not against having more hair appointments because I like it. Now, granted, I get to get through some weird like my price, the price that I pay for getting my hair taken care of again, is I have to deal with some really weird conversations. Like, like I can't tell. I don't think I have the articulation powers to talk about like some of the nonsense. Because like my hairstylist bought my book, right? She read the book. She thinks the book should become a movie, which I think is just the cutest thing. And but she's like, I have one comment. Okay. And I'm like, okay, what's your comment? She's like, it needs more straightness. I am never going to be able to unhear that. It is going to be seared in my brain forever. And I think it's the funniest fucking thing on the planet. I can't color yet. I'm trying to grow out the box dye I still have in my hair and then cut it all away. And then I want to bleach part of it. I have a Pinterest board for this. That's fair. That's what I did. The time when I found this stylist, my grand suggested her. And so I'm like, well, I do go in, like it's really long. I could almost wrap it around my hair around my neck. I'm just like, look, I would love to dye it again, but I want this all gone because I really hate the way it looks. So let's just cut it all down as short as we can and then play around with it. And here we are. I mean, here we have been for the last couple hairstyles now. I might go get my hair cut soon. I don't want to pay the money. I'll get my sister to do it. That is the best. Not spending the money, I'm always here for. Yeah, and I didn't even understand what it meant. Because, like, I don't talk about the identity of my characters except for one instance. And book 1 is not a romance. Like, there is no There's no theming around any sort of relationship whatsoever, aside from platonic relationships with characters. And half of my cast, like while I'm saying Charles, Darian, Kira, Elizabeth, both the boys are like arrow straight, like they're whoop, line, right? Kira's ace, no, Elizabeth's ace and Kira's bi. So I'm just like sitting here going, how did you notice that it was less straight? Like how did you come to the determinate factor that the straightness was the issue? And instead of like asking questions, because I was just kind of like just kind of just let her keep talking. And I had my sweetie, have you read the book moment, because she was talking about the Interview with the Vampire TV show and saying how they've basically ruined Lestat because of, in the show, the relationship is openly hello gay, right? And so I kind of sat there and I just did one of these. Okay. And I'm just like, alrighty then. I'm like, do I tell her? Do I tell her that she actually read Interview with the Vampire? It's a neon sign of queerness in this book. Like, whew. My sister has no cutting hair experience, but she cut my hair once and it worked out great. So, hey, as far as that sounds like your hair cutting experience, if you were happy with the result you got, right? But honestly, I don't remember the last time I wrote a straight character. No one is straight until proven otherwise, which doesn't happen. Fair. I mean, I feel like I mean, my boys notwithstanding, right? If I think about it, I think I have way more characters in the LGBT side than I do the straight side. In some way or another, because like most of my characters are at least bi. And then I have Alex, or I have Elizabeth, who is just kind of like, nobody, leave me alone. Like, if I were to strip out everything, she's arrow ace, right? Like, there's no romance, no, like, she loves her sister and she cares about her friends. That's it. Like, she is, and her mirror, Alex, her predecessor, doesn't matter. Like, she will do anybody. And this is the prequel character, which, as someone I'm like, I am writing so far out of my comfort zone right now, because me writing romance and shit is scary, but it's fun. I am writing the hardest character I think I have ever written in the history of me. So, and I told the hairstylist too. I'm like, well, if you don't like, if you aren't comfortable with the story and you still want to read if you love my story but you're not comfortable with the characters, you could always just wait for the prequel. Then we're gonna have some fun. I have been on a very sapphic writing trip. All the girlies, I love it. I love that for you. More sapphic. I was talking to my friends in the D&D group about the conversation I had. And we were making so many, but they were roommate jokes. Because it was just like, oh boy. Anywho, that was my giggle for yesterday. Then my giggle for today was, like, I put a story on Instagram about it because of course I did. Where's the timer? Hold on. You're getting set up for the next timer. Someone tried to scam me, and it was like the most obvious, like, oh sweetheart, Are you really? And I kind of just had a giggle. Ooh, no. My Stardew Valley, no, my Stardew Valley mood board, I literally have on an AO3 tag, and they were roommates. I mean, honestly, the phrase "and they were roommates" gives me the gigglest of giggles, because it's just like I know and you know and we know and they know and everybody else knows that they were not roommates. Like, this reminds me, have a person in my family who is definitely not straight. There is nothing straight about my cousin, or my cousin's cousin, or my cousin's 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 cousin, member of family. Okay. And when we were in high school era, they had a friend. They had a friend, and I knew. My dad knew. Everybody knew, except for their closer side of the family. And so it's like, yeah, no, their friend is sleeping over, and I'm like, oh, really? That's cool. Like, yeah, no, they're really good friends, and I'm just like, best day ever. They were roommates. Oh, I feel like I can't write this pick, though, until I successfully have actually romanced Haley. Romancing Haley, that has to be hard. She is so vapid. Interesting. Roommates and Sapphic. Is it Haley and Emily? Hey, I mean, it still could be. Oh, no, it's an OC and Haley. Wait, they are? Why did I not know this? Yup. Oh, my goodness. That's so funny. Sorry, do I have more? I still have coffee. No incest in this project. I don't know why I emphasized this. Too deep. I can drink. Drinking coffee is easy. Anyway. I need to play more Stardew Valley. I'm clearly lacking in the lore. Yes, you do. Everybody needs to play Stardew. Oh, that reminds me. So I last. Okay, to be clear, there's no incest in any of my projects. I was just teasing. I watched. I googled that Poketopia game that you were talking about last stream, Nina, and it's a Steam Switch 2 exclusive, so I can't play it. But one of the YouTube game Let's Players I watch is playing it, and it's super cute. So now I never have to actually play it myself, and I'm happy about it. Okay, so the 1 hour spawn time on this broom is a lie. But the question is it an hour on the hour, or is it just an hour from the last time it spawned? Because that's the trouble with a lot of these spawn timers, is they're not like an hour on the hour. It's the spawn resets when they're taken. Good luck. Malin is here. Hello, welcome. What are we working on? What's the vibe? How are things going? We are going to get into a sprint here in a few minutes. I only ever married Abigail, and I love her so much. Maybe I should write an Abigail fanfic. Do it! Honestly, writing an Abigail fanfic sounds like fun. I'm here. I say do it. I've romanced Shane and I've romanced Emily. I don't think I've romanced anyone else in my Stardew playthroughs. Because usually I don't romance anyone. I'm just a girl with a wine empire. Love for Mullen. Did I tell you that I finished Stray? Because I finished Stray. Nice! Did you like it? Did you like it? Was that awesome? Mullen says, I've just finished editing a vlog. Love it. Can't wait to watch it. My nose is itchy. I've been waiting for around an hour and 20 minutes now. Ugh. That sucks. Now I want to write a little bit before I get ready for the cinema. What movie are we? What movie are you seeing? Oh, besties. Maybe I need to switch gears to do an Abigail story. Yes, do that. Do that first. I'm off to see Project Hail Mary, and I can't wait. Love it. Loved the books. I have no idea what Project Hail Mary is, but I hope you enjoy it. Yes, I did a Shane playthrough, and I regret all of my life choices because Shane was not the depression I needed. I don't like looking in that particular mirror. I liked it. Sobbed so hard at the end, like so hard. Okay, back to Pinterest to make the mood board. Girl, Shane, what? Dude, no. What? Are we saying that I should not have romanced Shane or should not have handled... Like, I mean, okay, so Shane's ending is really sweet, but you kind of have to get past all the yick. There's a lot. That poor boy. That poor boy goes through so much. Oh. I just realized I'm drinking regular water. I have not seasoned my water with the flavoring. And I do not know how I have yet to season my water with the flavoring, which I'm now calling it water seasoning. I heard it. Yeah, no, I will never do it again. That was a certain level of can I fix him that will never I can't handle. Because you cannot fix him. I do not like can you fix him relationships. No thanks. But no, so I was watching a video, right? And they were talking about like water talk, where like people just talk about what they put in their water and how they flavor it and how they like it and treat it like this whole big thing, and then get made fun of by the health community because the gym bros are just like, you have to drink regular water. You can't have any fun at all. Like, go screw yourselves, right? So I was watching this one guy reacting to a video with that, and he was just like, the videos mock the gym bros that mock them. And it's like, you see the people putting all the sugar in their water. It's like, no, it's just flavoring. So leave people and their water seasoning alone. And I'm just like, it's water seasoning from here on out. Like, and like, I'm talking about like these syrupy things. Look. They're like, they're sugar-free free flavors, and I like the orange one and the black cherry ones usually, and they're super tasty and I love them. I am a tangent girl today. I will happily marry Abigail and Haley over and over and over again, and maybe Sandy now that she's been an option for 7.1. I haven't played that so long. She was not an option last time I played. Look, I can fix her. Is for Haley is fine. She's just a bit mean. But Shane? Yeah, sorry. But even if sorry. I started reading them like they were the same comments. But Shane, yeah, he's a lot, okay? Yeah, sorry. But even if people add sugar-flavored syrups to water, let them live, right? It was really funny. He's like, he holds up this glass of red water, and he goes, some people classify flavor water as juice. Is this juice? Is this what you would classify as juice? Because this is just... And he holds up a thing of food coloring. And he's like, because I don't think we can call food coloring water juice. Like, leave the girlies, boilies, and themlies alone with their flavored water. Okay? Okay. Like, it does not hurt you. Yeah. And it tastes really good. Like Sandy and Clint are the new marriage candidates. Oh, that's Clint. No thanks. Yeah, no. But Sandy, which one's Sandy again? Is she the Is she the art, like the art girl, the one that does the statues? I literally don't remember. In the UK, we use squash to flavor the water. It's pretty low-cal, and I don't see the issue with it. That sounds. I'm curious about that. Not like you use squash. Like I'm actually genuinely like, how does that work? Oh, Sandy's the woman in the desert with the big hair. I remember her now. There. I have added my water seasoning. Oh, it's just called. See, that's what I thought. I thought it was like the pumpkin. Nifty. All right, I'm gonna put this back. And then I'm gonna we're gonna get the next sprint started. No, not the pumpkin. Oh, so that actually makes more sense. Yeah, no, I mean, I wasn't going to judge because we don't yuck anybody's yum in this town or in this house, you know? Like, if you want to use pumpkins to flavor your water, I'm not going to judge. But water seasoning is a much weirder word than squash, but it's still on brand because it's me. I think the one I use is an apple and black currant. Ooh, that sounds tasty. I'm a cherry and berries girly. Also a good flavor. I think black cherry, orange, and fruit punch are usually my go-tos for the flavored waters. This was like a long time ago in a magical land far, far away. That was like at least 6 years ago. I have a Soda Stream. I haven't used it in an age because it was expensive, but had a Soda Stream. And when it first came out, they had like after dark flavors, which were basically alcohol without the alcohol. Like they tasted like alcoholic drinks. There was a margarita, there was a pina colada, and then there was the Cuba Libre. I was obsessed. When those flavors were being discontinued, I bought like six of these jugs that are like that big. Oh, so good. Love that. I like to season my tonic water with apple and black currant. I like to season my water with apple and black currant squash and some lime juice. It looks like a cute pink cocktail. I almost made it through that. Almost. So close. What do you say we do another sprint? Let's get some words and some productivities done. And I have to write a very sad moment because the baby dragon can't come with them when they leave the island. And then I get to write Alex flirting with the first mate. So, you guys, this conversation is making me hungry. I think I'm going to head off and make dinner. Have fun with the rest of the stream. Bye, friends. Bye, Marta. Have a tasty, yummy, happy dinner. No, not the baby dragon. Not the baby drago. It's okay. The dragon will come back. Okay, so here's where I'm stuck. If I keep the baby dragon, I have to remember the baby dragon is there at all times and have to write the baby dragon, who I love. But this baby dragon is going to go big. And so there are some repercussions that I must think of. I'm waffling between the dragon stowing away in the barrel of fish or not. The baby dragon should always be invited to all the missions. It's the Hank problem all over again. How do you deal with a semi-dark storyline with an animal companion? Okay. Oh, the barrel of fish. Yeah, Fyra is currently eyeing this barrel of fish with all the intensity of a baby dragon in a hungry belly. Like, yes, please, stowaway dragon. Give us dragon. She is adorable, and I love her. Maybe we'll see. We'll see. But we are gonna get started on the sprint. So I'm gonna throw this up back on screen. I will take the dragon. Don't worry. I mean, I love writing her. I've already forgotten her at least 3 times though, because I get I get stuck into the conversations between Alex and Charles. I'm like, oh wait, what's Feyre doing this entire time? Like that conversation comes up so often in my brain. But yeah, we will see. But let's do a sprint. We'll be back. 45 minutes on the clock. Happy productivity, happy sprinting, happy writing, happy vibing, happy fooding, whatever floats your boat. We will be back in 45 minutes. that was the end of sprint number 2. How did we do, my friends? I got 657 words. We're just getting onto the ship now. Had a bit of a cute. Because the baby dragon is having a temper tantrum. Just not wanting to leave. Just having what we would call a time. And they're talking to I turned the first mate into a captain because I kind of liked the idea of Alex having a sweet moment with a ship captain instead of a first mate. Because I already gave them a big hat, and I'm like, a captain has a big hat. The first mate doesn't have a big hat. So Captain Cobalt Captain Cobalt is talking to the party Alex and Charles, and offers Feyre a drink, or not a drink, a fish. Where is it? So I can certainly imagine it is not often that the dragons are left behind where their partners venture to the mainland. I've certainly not seen it, and it's not my first time here at port, Cobalt said with a nod. If she can be bribed... Whoops, this is supposed to be over here. But if she can be bribed, she is welcome to a fish before we seal the barrels. Feyre hovered over to one of the barrels, diving in with a trill before popping out with a wet slopping sound, fish in hand. It was almost as big as she was, and her jaws chomped happily at the thing. She's sitting on her little haunches eating this fish, and is going to go into the barrel of fish. Yeah, it's fun. It's cute. I do have to... Actually, hold on. Let me move. I need to move this line. Because this is actually supposed to go here. There we go. Yeah, so we did the thing. Nina says, started a mood board, got bored. Got bored of the board. Had another idea for the fanfic, started again with the mood board. Now I like it. Now I am like, I don't know how people write fanfic without being terrified. I cannot comment on that curiosity, because the only fanfic I have ever written, well, actually that's not true, but the last time I tried to write a fanfic was middle school. The only fanfic I've written, only one person has read. And that is the Zero Draft of Immortal Masquerade. I have never published a fan fiction to the internet at large. I don't know. Pardon me. I don't know how people can do it either, because it's a fan fiction, okay? And so if fans of the fiction see the fan fiction, you have... Fandoms are scary as it is. I would hate to piss off fan fiction. I would hate to pissing off fandoms is scary. I know words. Words are a thing. Words are a thing that I know. Yeah. I don't know how people do it. I am impressed by people who do it. Honestly, I don't think I would be able to publish this on the internet. No. Do not perceive me. Yeah, that's fair. I don't think I would be able to do it either. Like, by the time I'm done with Immortal Masquerade, and this is like years away now at this point, because I still have to get through 2, 3, 4, and the prequel. But the time I get through to Masquerade, okay, it won't look like a fan fiction anymore. It'll look like a standalone. So, like, it's fine. Everything is fine. I wouldn't worry about it. I'm still debating whether or not how serial numbering am I doing with Immortal Masquerade's Loki, because I keep calling him Loki, not Loki, because I'm going to change it because I designed him off the MCU Loki. We've heard this conversation at nauseum before, but then it's just like, well, I could just make it Norse Loki and everything will be fine, right? I'm just like, oh dear God, that is a slippery slope to hell. But that is a so far down the line me problem. Gio says, finished my spin, letting it rest for a bit before I ply later tonight. Yay. Love it. We love a completion task. Completion of task here is great. Yeah. Made a round of farming for ores and just placed everything on the action house. Yeah, the bots are botting so hard. Oh, don't make me want... I actually want to progress my characters in WoW. Don't make me want to make money. Okay? Poor future Crystal, who has to deal with the Loki dilemma. Yeah, future me is going to have a time. Though, to be fair, future me might be present me. Because I'm also still debating introducing him earlier. I am considering introducing him in the prequel and again in book 3. So he might be coming up sooner. And if he comes up sooner, we're going to have a problem. But also, I like the concept of him just like an NPC in the corner where you have one conversation with and then you go on about your day, right? Like that's where my thought is. Sorry. And then he comes back and it's like, oh, hey, I know you. You were that dude from that one time, right? Or I just make him just appear when he's relevant in Immortal Masquerade. Those are my two dilemmas. And those two dilemmas can change everything. So I'm sure it's fine. Everything's fine. Part of me is regretting the second coffee. But part of me is getting life out of the deal. So, yeah. That's where we're at. My brain is a brain. Oy. Oh, I need more water. Keep drinking my water. I think my camera keeps trying to pick up the bottle like it's a face. No, okay. Every so often it just there's the flash again. It just keeps focusing on something, but it doesn't focus long enough to actually attach to it. So I can't actually see what it's trying to focus on. Camera's being weird is what I'm saying. But yeah. This chapter is gonna I'm putting questions in my note side because I don't really want to stop to research because I'm pantsing, but I'm pretty sure I'm gonna need to do some research on this ship because they're right now it's very white room. But yeah, I'm getting sleepy. I think we're gonna do another sprint. I don't think we're gonna do. I think we'll just do a 35-minute sprint for our last one because it is 2:15 right now, or yeah, 2:15 right now, and yeah. So I think we'll do next sprint. We'll keep going. I will keep fighting the urge to take. I have these moments where I'm just yep, nope, I'm awake. Never mind. I'm awake. Never mind. Never mind. It's like, ah. And I have to remember I need to write my newsletter this week. But I have no idea what to say for it. Because like nothing has happened. So I just noticed it's the 14th, and I usually have a newsletter out by the 16th. It's fine. I have so many dilemmas. We're gonna start the sprint, I think. Sprint number 3. Sprint number 3. Sprint me. Sprint number 3. All right, so we'll be back in 35 minutes. And then we'll actually wait. I think we'll think 30 minutes is better. There you go. 30 minutes. That'll put us at 55 and then outros. And yeah. So 35 minutes or 30 minutes on the clock and stuff. Happy sprinting. that was the end of our final sprint for the day. How did we do? I think I got a couple hundred words. I didn't get too many, to be honest. Because then I started researching like ships and trying to figure out cabins and the like. I decided that they have the option of having their own cabin. Charles is also in werewolf form because in the prequel, he doesn't have his human shape yet. So he's barely fitting in this ship, which is funny. And he was like, yeah, I'll go in this cabin, you can go in this cabin. And since Alex is a very new vampire, she's just like, there are a lot of humans on this boat, and I don't want anything to happen. So he's going to stay with her in her cabin, and there's only one bed. Yeah. So we're working on it. We're coming along. I did decide that Feyre has stowed away. She is in the barrel of fish. They don't know it. Alex went to go say goodbye, and Feyre didn't care because she was eating a fish. So, and they were roommates. Bringing it back. We also had Rodin join us. Hello. That was our last sprint. So sorry. It is really like Charles and Alex are two. I should say, they're like the prequel is a romantic tragedy. Alexandra and Charles are going to go through their issues. It's fine. And she's also going to flirt with the captain and get the captain's kiss. And just Alexandra's going to be invited to dinner at the captain's cabin. And Charles is going to be like, it's going to be awkward. It's going to be great because they can read each other's thoughts. So any relationship I give Alexandra, is going to be really awkward for Charles. It's fine. And then there's also the problem where Alexandra can't feed off humans, just like Elizabeth. And that's also going to pose a problem on the ship. So the ship is going to be a problem, is what I'm saying. I don't really have any cool lines to read this time. But, yeah. It's going to be a time. It's going to be fun. Sorry. That was going to be our last one. I'm gonna do the thing where I turn into a potato. And so I'm like, as I'm sitting here talking, I notice there's a hole in my jacket and I'm really upset. And this is the most random thing ever, but I'm playing with it right now. So anyway, I'm going to bounce for the day. Thank you guys so much for watching and hanging out. I appreciate you very much. I'll be back on Monday, the 23rd. No, the 16th. The 16th. I'll be back on the 16th. We'll not be streaming. So the 16th and the 21st, I will not be streaming on the 23rd or the 28th, as previously mentioned. So come hang out with me on Monday. Same bat time, same bat channel. 12 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. For the Europeans, it's an hour earlier than what you're used to, I guess. We figured that out. Until next time, I appreciate every single one of you. We'll see you guys in the next video, stream, reel, wherever it is you find me next. Website's down below, newsletters down below. If you want to know more about what's going on with me whenever that happens, do the do's. I'm going to roll the trailer, and then we're going to roll the outro. Okay.